Luis Diaz will complete his third anniversary at Liverpool next month, and his performance at the weekend was a timely reminder that he's only just getting started. With 11 goals and 3 assists across 23 appearances in all competitions, Diaz is thriving up front under Arne Slot and was the star player in a stunning 6-3 victory at Tottenham Hotspur. The Colombian's Premier League minutes per goal ratio this season, 138 minutes, is better than in any of the previous 2.5 campaigns at Liverpool, 330 in 2023-24, 249 in 2022-23, and 240 in 2021-22, and Slot has been pleased with the way he has adapted to new instructions. With a steady improvement recorded over recent years, the next logical step is to discuss enhanced terms or a contract extension. Yet the situation around Diaz is some way down the list of priorities. Despite being in the enviable position of topping the Premier League, Liverpool have a packed to-do list leading into the new year. The soon-to-be expiring contracts of Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold are under increased scrutiny. It would seem inexcusable that the club have let the future of 3 key players run so close to the January 1st cutoff, when they can talk to overseas clubs about possible moves away. There are some mitigating circumstances, including the exit of Slot's predecessor, Jurgen Klopp, in May. All 3 players were apprehensive about deciding their future as they waited for clarity after the potentially unsettling managerial change. Sporting director Richard Hughes also walked into a difficult scenario when he joined from Bournemouth over the summer, and it quickly became his main job to resolve the issues. Liverpool's start to the season shows that the club are on the right track. There is no longer consideration over the sporting project, but the terms of the contract will matter as all 3 players have received proposals, with talks ongoing. Time is also starting to tick for other players. Ibrahima Konate and Andy Robertson are contracted until the summer of 2026, and then there's Diaz, whose deal expires in 2027. With plenty of time left to negotiate, it's easy to understand why a resolution has not been forthcoming for Diaz, but the longer the standoff goes on, the more of a hot topic it will become. For Hughes, it is an additional task that the previous regime should have dealt with. Over the summer, there was so much talk about interest from Manchester City, but both clubs denied those suggestions. Liverpool were adamant they had not received a single approach for Diaz when links to Barcelona intensified. That also suited them as there's no plan to move him on, although if his form and importance to the team continues, it's normal to expect talks over an extension. The difficulty from Liverpool's side, perhaps, will be determining his value and how much to invest in a player now considered to be in his prime. Diaz turns 28 next month, so a new deal would take him into his 30s, and the club's owner, FSG, has been very careful with similar offers in the past for players in their peak years. This summer is likely to be a key point in deciding his future. The 2-year mark is usually when clubs either renew a contract or move on a player to maximize possible earnings. Diaz's contract is the same as when he arrived 3 years ago, but it is heavily incentivized, so his earnings have already been going up each year.